Hello, Facebook Live. What's happening, everybody? Marcus here. Well, there we go. Better lighting there. Good morning. It's Thursday morning, and I'm just going to get on the computer here so I can see comments and share this video. It is Thursday. Most of you know that Jamie and I had a day off yesterday. We took our first day off in, since this whole COVID thing happened in the beginning of March, our very first day off. So Jamie and I went on a nice bike ride. If you saw my Facebook Live yesterday, I broke my spoke on the ride. We actually did the trail. We parked towards New Paltz, and we did that rail trail that's paved. And that, by the way, folks, is a beautiful flat. If you want to go on a nice bike ride, Jamie did 25 miles. I did about 21 because my spoke broke, and I had to walk back. And she rode ahead and got the car and came pick me up. So good thing it happened on the way back. And I was already 19 miles in. I did ride 2 miles with a broken spoke very carefully. Fixed the bike this morning. Put my other rims on the bike. So I'm gonna go out for a bike ride in a few minutes here. But that trail right there is, of course, a pretty much flat trail, and it goes literally from New York City. Connects up in through New Paltz over the walkway over the Hudson, and then into New Paltz and up to through Albany, and then across to the western part of the state. I think it's 371 miles of mostly paved or almost all paved marked area that you can cycle. I think that'd be a really cool trip at some point to do parts of that. I'm sure a lot of people have done. I'm sure people do the whole thing, which is really cool. But that connects all the way down to New York City, 371 miles. So if you're watching this morning and it's live, just drop a comment #live, or drop a comment where you're tuning in from. I'd appreciate that. Always appreciate that. Let me just share this video real quick. I'm gonna share to our local Ellenville group. I've been in the kitchen baking all morning, doing some menu changes. We are in phase 2 of our new menu. We're bringing it out in different phases, so we're not overwhelmed, and we're working things out. So we have lowered prices. We're going to a tapas style menu. We're going to be more seasonal. It's really cool stuff that we're doing. It's awesome stuff. Some of your all-time favorites will stay there. Maybe intact, maybe in a different version. Our burger just got better. Our award-winning burger just got better because we made it bigger. And we gave it a pretzel bun. We started that the other day. Tonight's burger night, by the way, $9.99 burger night. So that's posted on our Facebook page right now. Just go to our cover photo on Facebook and click that and expand it, and you'll see the description of the burgers that we have tonight that are available, and a phone number. We're sending out an email here in a few minutes. Just getting ready. We're just proofing that. But I've been in the kitchen all morning baking because we're launching a strawberry shortcake tonight. Organic strawberries. We have this amazing So Delicious, that's the brand, So Delicious vegan whipped cream, coconut-based whipped cream that is really awesome. And I've been baking chiffon cake. I've been really perfecting our chiffon cake for the strawberry shortcake. I had to do several different batches because we always modify things to make them gluten-free and vegan, so we're not adding eggs. So sometimes we have to tweak a recipe and keep trying over and over again. So it took me 3 tries, and I figured it out and I nailed it. So that's really cool. The first time I did this,
we're going to construct the strawberry shortcake at home, right? We're going to put everything on the side.
Yeah, we could put everything on the side.
So that they can have dinner and then.
Yep, then have dinner and then you. Yep. So we'll have it separate for you if you're ordering it. Obviously, you can only order it for takeout, right? You're still not allowed to eat here. Even outside in our garden, you're not allowed to eat. The New York State Restaurant Association is trying really heavily to get this passed before phase 3, where you can go into restaurants. Because right now, you're allowed to get my food and go sit on a park bench in front of the restaurant, a municipal parking bench. And if it's not on my property, you're allowed to go sit in the parking lot on a park bench, on a chair, and eat. But you're not allowed to go into my garden space or even onto my front sidewalk and eat because it's my property, which doesn't make any sense. So the Restaurant Association is really trying heavily to say, hey, come on, Governor, come on, guys, let's make a logical approach to this. If you're allowing them to go sit in a park, which they do, in Central Park, there's circles painted and there's things where you can go sit down and eat, lay down and eat and do whatever. So why can't a restaurant do that has open space? We have a lot of open space in back. So we can easily socially distance in our garden. And even out front, we have 2 tables out front that are socially distanced. So if you could do that, I mean, everybody who walks in the door is like, I just want to eat here. I just want to eat here. Can I sit outside in your garden? Unfortunately, I can't do that. And restaurants that are doing that are not supposed to be doing that. So your liquor license is on the line. It's very risky to do that. So that's the situation with that. The problem is a lot of people really don't understand the laws because things have changed so much and interpretations and things like that. And if you ask police officers and law enforcement, they all might tell you different answers. So, and if you ask village and town and city officials, they're going to tell you, well, we want you to be able to do that. We want restaurants open. We want that to happen. So Ellenville, I was at a meeting the other night here in Ellenville, and the powers that be here in Ellenville want to close off the streets Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. So they have to get a permission from the Department of Transportation, the DOT, to close off Canal Street here and to have socially distanced tables in public where you can then come get my food and go sit out in a public table. So that would be the situation with that. Hopefully they'll get an answer on that and that will be able to happen. So the whole street will be closed off and you can go to any restaurant and be like a food court basically. That would be really awesome. I proposed to the village, it was a proposal to the village as well, why don't you just close off the parking lots? You don't need DOT approval for that, even half the parking lots. I was like, just close off a row in the parking lot, put tables there, and let people be able to go into the restaurants and then go sit in a parking lot that is partitioned off. Because, folks, all week long, and especially on weekends, there's a lot of people that are driving into Ellenville that are on the mountain hiking, our regular guests that just say, you know what, I just don't want to take the food home. I just want to sit down and eat. And that's what we want to do. So hopefully we'll be able to do something like that. I'm not sure what kind of approvals they need to go through, like something like that. The village will waive the open container law. Because I said very specifically, here's what the liquor board requires, here, this and that. And of course, the open container law would be the issue. So the village is willing to waive the open container law, so you'd be able to go out and sit in the street or in the parking lot with your cocktail, with your beer, and be able to drink and nobody bother you. Right now, nobody's really bothering anybody anyway, just because they're not worried about that in a lot of municipalities. They're not enforcing that. So people are doing it anyway, and there's not enforcing it. But now the village has a stance. Well, we'll totally overlook that if we can pull this off. So now the lighting's a little better, moving that. So we hope that happens very, very soon. Hi Anna, hi Cindy, hi Cheryl, hi Mary. A bunch of people are on right now. We appreciate that. Jamie's gonna do our Facebook Live in a little while at 4 o'clock ish. Yesterday was a little later because we were off on that great bike ride. Let's see, anything else, Jamie, that we need to talk about?
If you want to place an order for groceries, please have it in by 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, okay.
For pick up on the same day. Call and confirm that I've received the email.
Jamie's emails, info@RomanTime Bistro, they're bouncing back to people. It's so weird because we still get the email. So if you email us, info@RomanTimeBistro.com, if you email us, then you'll get a notification saying it was not delivered. And that's not true. We're getting the emails. I don't know why it's doing that. Technical glitch somewhere. When I have a chance, I have to really jump in and make sure that all the credentials are corrected everywhere in through. Because what happens is we use our website, info@RomanTimeBistro.com, but we don't use our website inbox. So then we forward it to a Mac account. So then we can look at it on our Mac computers, the emails, and respond from there. So it's a little, for some reason, there's one of those forwards or something is not quite working.
I took that forward off today. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so Jamie tried something this morning, and we'll see what happens. But we totally...
I'm getting your messages.
Jamie's getting your messages. She's totally getting your messages. Maybe that inbox is totally full to capacity. So, Michael just joined us. Marsha's on. I see Marsha just joined us. Just getting ready to talk about our event that we're doing with Michael. We talked a little bit about it last night. Jamie's cocktail of the day yesterday was an apricot spritz. So Saturday, June 6th, Michael owns a great company called Black Infusions that makes these amazing vodkas. Fig vodka and an apricot vodka, and a new flavor coming out soon that he's very excited about, that we're excited about. So these two flavors right here. We're going to do cocktails, so we'll give you. You can buy the whole bottle from us, by the way, and that's what we encourage you to do. Buy the whole bottle, take it home because you're going to love it. Or we'll take it and put it in small bottles for you, in 4-ounce bottles, where you can take the ingredients home, and we'll make cocktails. Michael will be on talking all about his product, and then you need to get a bottle of Prosecco. Just on the phone with the folks at Fantanel, one of our favorite Proseccos, one of our favorite Proseccos of all time. Really awesome stuff. So we're launching this today. The Facebook post will be up today. It'll be up in a couple hours this afternoon. I'm working on the graphics right now, so that will be up. It'll be a great price again, like all of our events. We just want to be able to provide something for you to do and be social. And we'll have a musician on there. We got to pick a still have not had a musician confirm yet, but we need to get on that and put that up. So that's it, folks. A lot of stuff going on. We're super excited for our vegan friends. Our menu, our email is going to go out in a few minutes. We'll have the grocery list on it. Jamie, if you want to start proofing the email, I write them. Jamie proofs them, and we do misspell words from time to time. So we apologize.
And if I don't proof it, there's always misspelled.
Yep. There's always. I like to say misspelled. We have some misspelled words. From time to time. We apologize. We're not grammar majors. So we have some new options for our vegan friends that are coming out tonight. We can make a vegan Caesar salad, which is super exciting. Follow your heart dressing and follow your heart Parmesan cheese. Really cool stuff. We will have a vegan option for risotto. We can use an avocado butter, and we can use a vegan Parmesan cheese on there. So that's super exciting. A lot of people come in that, even if you're not vegan, a lot of people are dairy free. A lot of people are dairy free. A lot of people have dairy sensitivities, or they're avoiding dairy. So you'll be able to have those options on our menu at all times now. Our mussel dish is available by 1 pound or 2 pounds now at £2, $19.99. It's a bargain. For that price. And I ordered, when you're able to come back into the restaurant, order these beautiful stainless steel 2-handled pots that come to you in the dining room, and you open it up and you have the lid, the top, which cooked it, and that's where you put the shells, and it's really awesome. These pots, these will be in as soon as today. Our frozen drink machine will be in today and up and running by tomorrow. That's the deal with that. So you'll be able to take frozen Negronis home and frosé home.
Hopefully we'll have it up tomorrow. It's quite a process. It's pretty big.
It's big.
They said it weighs 186 pounds coming off the truck. So
yeah.
So we have to figure out getting it connected and all that stuff.
Yep.
So hopefully by the weekend.
Yep. All right.
If you know Marcus.
I'll wake up early. I'll wake up early and do this.
Coming tomorrow.
It's coming tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's a day late. All right. So it's a day late right now.
FedEx just called to make sure that a tractor trailer can fit in the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
And if there's people here to help us take it off the truck.
Take it off the truck.
Because it's our responsibility.
Our responsibility. And the heaters, I just ordered the same situation. We just ordered a bunch of patio heaters. We ordered a really cool one that it's a center. The flame goes up this tube, and it's like a narrow pyramid. Very, very cool looking for aesthetics. And then I got some dome ones that provide a lot of heat. So when we are able to open back up, even like a night like last night, Jamie and I sat in the garden and we ate dinner ourselves. We had the dogs out there and we were relaxing, and our kids were with us. It was still a little chilly at a certain point. So a little boost from a heater is going to go a long way. The fire pit's amazing and it's great, but when it's smoky, it's smoky. So we'll be able to have these heaters out there. And I'm sure the plants will like that too. The heaters, the garden, the kale, and all that kind of stuff out there that's growing. So we'll have these heaters out there. Those are en route as well. So we're super excited about that. They're all on wheels. The whatchamacallit one, the pyramid-like one, the pillar-like one. We're planning on putting it out front because it just looks fantastic. It looks amazing. So we're gonna plan on putting that one out front. We'll buy more of these if we have to. That's it. I'm gonna go on my bike ride, and I'm going to go drop off my rim to the bike shop to get fixed. The spoke is broken, like I said yesterday. Broke a spoke on that. Anything else, Jay?
Nope.
Do you have a cocktail today, or do you need suggestions?
Ooh, I need suggestions.
Jamie needs suggestions for her 4 o'clock happy hour with Jamie. So if you have any suggestions, go ahead and drop them here. She will take a look, and hopefully tomorrow's cocktail will be right out of the slushy machine.
We'll be making
making Negronis, frozen Negronis. So, all right, folks, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. And we really appreciate all the business. We could not be doing this without you right now. Most restaurants are struggling severely. We talked to a lot of the restaurant owners, and a lot of restaurant owners say, man, I'm down 70%, I'm down 80%, I'm down 80%. Some restaurants that were busy, I'm down as much as 85%. Folks, we are, we're doing fantastic. We're working hard, though. A lot of people call us and say, we're worried about you, we are okay. We are okay. We've changed, obviously, when this first happened, our business model to be more of a grocery store. We do a ton of groceries, which really helped us.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier. It helped us. It helped us really say, okay. And in the very beginning, if you were following us, like, we were bringing staff back in the very beginning because we were just too busy. We had to have people here helping us. The first week, Jamie and I were just like, oh my gosh, this is insane. So because
and it's still busy, so please be patient, and our staff is learning.
Yes. Now that we're bringing more staff back, they have to learn the new systems of, oh my gosh, how much does the bottle Prosecco cost? Where do I find it in the computer? Because all of the bottles of wine that you buy from us, bottles of wine and spirits on that shelf right there, okay, we do retail pricing. Some restaurants are still charging their full markup and they're taking 20% off. We actually go online and figure out what a legitimate price is on a retail, and then that's what we price it at. So you can basically pay the same as you're going in a liquor store. All those bottles of wine there, we don't make more than $5 a bottle on wine. So it's a very low margin. So if we're selling something for $15, we're like paying $10 for it. And everything on there is we have to buy a lot of quantity to do that. A lot of this stuff needs to, I need to buy 3 cases, 5 cases, 10 cases to get them down to that price. So that's why we're sitting on a lot of inventory and a lot of this stuff. So it's a very low margin business, but we're buying right, and we're able to sell it at a great price, and we're able to move a lot of it, which is fantastic. So all that kind of stuff, being innovative and just figuring out has helped us out tremendously. So thank you everybody for your business. Jamie and I really, really do appreciate it. Like I said, a lot of restaurants are struggling. A lot of restaurants will not reopen. Spoke to another person today who said, I know of another restaurant here in town, not here in town, but in their town, is saying, it's not reopening. They just can't do it. So the big famous restaurant in New York City that was made it to the top, restaurants in the world a couple years ago is 11 Park. They are closing for good. It's going to take them $1 million to even just reopen the place. So a lot of places are closing for good, which is unfortunate. Something that a lot of restaurant owners didn't understand in the beginning was that, the same amount of people are still eating. And I tell this to our clients that we coach, the same amount of people still have to eat. You have to be innovative and get food to them in a different form, different format, different price structure, because people are still going to eat. It's not like because when COVID happened, people stopped eating. No. People still continue to eat. And when you present it that way to a restaurant owner, they're like, well, yeah, I guess so. It's time for you to change and evolve your business like we did. I'm hoping, Jamie and I are hoping, that they're not going to take that rack away from us, the retail section, grocery store section, because it's been so successful. We're actually thinking, so I'm sure at some point they're going to say, okay, you have to stop selling wine and beer to go. But on Friday nights, once things are back to whatever the normal is going to be, on Friday nights, we're actually planning on doing a farmer's market in our garden and back, and being able to showcase all the local cheeses, the charcuteries, the produce, things like that, the olive oil, the olive oils, the avocado oil, the sunflower oil, all these kinds of things. Hopefully we'll be able to feature and have them back there so you can still keep purchasing, still bring in bread alone breads. So, and we have lots of bread alone bread right now. We have lots of bread alone bread. We have lots, Jamie. We've upped the order because we've sold a lot. Well, because we've sold so much bread. It's insane how much bread alone bread we're selling. You can easily buy 2 loaves and freeze one. They freeze very well. So that's something that you can do with your bread. You don't need to rush every single week and get like a fresh loaf on Tuesday and Thursday. You can actually buy ahead and put one in the freezer. They freeze perfectly fine. All right, I'm gonna go on my bike ride now, and Jamie's gonna send out the email, and Jamie will see you at 4 o'clock with her Facebook Live. Again, drop some comments if there's any cocktails you want to see Jamie make. All right, I'm back. You can see my screen. When I dial numbers on my phone just starts erratically hitting other numbers, and I don't even touch my phone. And sometimes it's just apps will open and close, and Apple TV I've never used Apple TV, keeps opening up and wants to work. So my phone just erratically does things. So, all right, folks, talk to you later.